I am at the Mercado Animalis, or Animalis Mercado. And of course it will include the sale of anything and everything that people think they've found the sales niche for their stuff. And it might be that they quickly move out of here and down to the main market, which is the big market on Saturdays. And we'll get to see that after we're done here. And anything and everything in these markets, that's what their purpose is for. Like cebolla. Cebolla. What fascinates me about markets is to come in and see the same kind of foods that we would get in the United States, but different. You wonder what people do with old TV remotes. Old army cops are used as a platform for putting their goods on. Probably the restaurant row, yep. So if you get hungry, and these people will, this is where you can have breakfast and lunch. And dogs managed to get theirs. Gets that as he's got them bundled up, and he just shaves off something, some portion of it to create the diced part. Lots of food. We'll begin to see today the many different kinds of hats that are worn in this area. Here's what's for breakfast: chicken and papas, avocados. Interesting. I don't know if this was and is used for now disinfectant, but that's what it looks like. It's probably 6:30, which is theoretically when this opens. I'm sure some of these cattle think this gathering has been set up just for them. One of the few social events in their life. Truck with pigs and horses. I can hear the pigs, see the horses. Man's found what may be an ideal spot to tie off his cow, young cow. A bull I can't see well enough, looks like a cow. Maybe gives him a good position for people seeing his cow. Just love the trite commentary I add to the obvious. I was not quite sure what to make of this new setting for itself. Gets to meet some chicks, maybe. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, here we go. He's ready to go. It's Saturday night at the Playboy Club. Well, here you get a package deal. Somehow this reminds me of a slave auction. Isn't that sad? I didn't remember that there were such things. I just wonder if this doesn't turn into a rodeo. If one of these cows, or worse, a bull, gets loose and angry for some reason. They've locked these guys down so they're not going anywhere. Little family, this must be the area for the small ones. That was interesting. That was quick. They look kind of scrawny, don't they? Some of them. These guys aren't happy. This is an unnerving situation for some of them. And those ropes don't look that strong. I wonder if these are like the horses from the man from Snowy River, where they're mountain bred and very tough. Cows are certainly the main animal here. Hell of a lot of meat, isn't it? Damn. One agitated pig. She is not a happy person and not ready to reconcile herself to that rope either. pig land. And some sheep, and somewhere there's some goats. These three little guys have found some contentment with being together. They just stick together and quake in fear of this unknown. And amongst these three, this one closest to us still has enough imagination to be looking for something to eat. Notice how this animal just will not accept the fact that something is restraining its leg. So it keeps fighting that. Sometime it'll stop. This one wants to get over there so he can be part of the crowd. And as it can't reconcile that there's something stopping it. If there's any difference in value between this spotted black one, this Appaloosa sheep, if there is such a thing, belie all of your concerns as to whether the herd mentality can be very pacifying. This man is wise. He lets his sheep, the big sow up there, really like to leave. That's one tough son of a gun. It's interesting to imagine the emotions of these animals. Some contented, some accepting. This is a hairy pig. That's novel, isn't it? Huh. There's an unlikable trauma there. Ideal way to do it where they're contented and in an easy place to see them. This here a kind of a blotchy pig. Some pink ones, but more hairless. I wonder if the male is the hairiest of the hairy. And the other hairs are just too blonde for us to notice. First donkey, the only one I've seen here. Lariats and ropes for controlling animals. I'm feeling those dogs aren't just for companionship. It's from all over the world. Probably made in America or China, but for America. And when the excess is sold places like that, he does apparently embroidery work. Very pretty. A couple of young bulls practicing. Any of it here are the barbecues for cooking some of those animals we saw. Branding. Probably nose rings of some sort. The corn feed for chickens. Dogs for sale. The chickens were in the poultry section now. And freedom back, but not much. And rabbits. You get the small version, and you can even buy their eggs if there's a guinea pig down at the bottom there. And by the half a dozen. A dozen. Little bowl there may provide water or something. I'm not sure. It's tipped over now. Maybe some food. Looks like food, yeah. Boxes for carrying home your critters. Good thing animals can't think, or this would increase their agony. How many different styles of animal there are? There's turkey, several different kinds of chickens. Pretty rooster there. Guinea pig or the cooey.
No tengo hembra.
cuy. It's interesting. Brisk business here. Yeah, people don't like the way chickens are raised in the States. The chickens, I hadn't seen that, all different sizes of the chopped up. Something different, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, right there. Sheen form pellets. Differences in the colors. They're giving you two kinds, or at least two sizes. Cooking clay pots, probably made by this woman or by the community. Sense of the size of some of the Europeans in the world versus the South Americans. Small snails. Imagine that this is how they start off, but after centuries we find the weathered ones, and